the idea that somehow the Olympics have created competition for skateboarding is definitely not correct. And so I understand how it turns off some skaters because somehow they think that there's some sanitizing happening with skating being included there. But at the same time, if you look at the competition group that competes regularly, that skates in Street League, that skates in the Vans Park Series and everything else, that's their life, and they're very good at it. And it's something that is just another factor of skateboarding in general. So it's not like suddenly there's a whole soccer mom element to what we're doing. That's been there all along. I have been competing since I was 10 years old. So it's nothing new. It's just that there has been less focus on it in the last 20 years or so. But that doesn't take away the importance of it or the dedication or the passion of those skaters. So when you see it on the Olympic stage, it might feel like somehow that's changing the attitude or the passion behind the skating, and I disagree with that. More people will discover skating possibly through seeing it on the Olympics, but then realize that they don't want to compete, and they do love the culture of it, and they love that it's more of a street activity. And I just feel like more people will be drawn to it and be inspired to go hop fences and skate in schoolyards and get kicked out of places and get tickets for trespassing. And I embrace all of that. And I'm not trying to say like this is the way you should be skating, not at all. It's just that maybe that will be the entry point, and then they'll discover these other elements to it and discover that it is one of the most unique activities, sports, arts that they will ever see. I think skating will teach you a sense of self-confidence and the value of perseverance, possibly more than anything else, if you choose to do it. I mean, it gave me a sense of belonging and identity when I felt like I didn't belong. I didn't thrive in team sports. I didn't like the idea that I was being forced to practice or that the team was relying on my performance for their success. And when I found skating, it was like finding my calling, because I could do it on my own terms. I could create my own goals, and yet I was still part of a community, and they were supportive, even though we were competing with each other. And if nothing else, with the Olympics, that's probably what you're seeing on the screen, is that you see these competitors clapping for each other and excited that they're even there. And you're judging art against art, so it's too hard to be that competitive when you're subjective. Style is it's so much about style, and your style is your signature. I try to tell people who don't skate, I can see a silhouette of someone doing a trick and almost instantly tell you who it is, because everyone's style is unique, and the same trick will not look the same as other people do it. And that's what I embrace, and that's I think that also speaks to the diversity of skating and the inclusion, and also that everyone is welcome, and being unique is celebrated. I've always said skateboarding is the great equalizer. It doesn't favor anyone of any sort of background, race, gender, economics. All you need is a skateboard, low cost of entry, and you're in, and you're welcome, and you're only going to be judged on your skills and your style, and hopefully, I would say that you're going to be encouraged and embraced for that. For one, the idea that the skate video is a staple of our industry is great because it really shows a different side of a skater or of skateboarding, because it's something that you can curate and you are allowed to fail and try again. In competition, you are not allowed that luxury of failing and trying again. And so I think both are important. I think that that competition shows a side of skateboarding that is way more consistent and requires great skill, great dedication, great discipline. But video skating is another thing entirely, and that is more about creativity. And obviously being brave and trying the bigger stuff. But there are two different worlds, and some people coexist in both of them. Many don't. There are people that are only known as good video skaters, and we celebrate them. And there are others that are known as competition machines, people like Nyjah or people like Shane O'Neill, that you cannot believe the stuff they could do on a consistent basis. I just tell people to watch the skater's feet, to see what the board is actually doing under there, and to see the precision that it takes to let the board go away from your feet, flip around where it looks like it's aimless, and then come back to the feet, and then get into a trick. I mean, those things, they're very subtle, but that is the key to gold or not making the finals. And so I just try to tell people, really watch what they're doing and their body motion. If you see someone turning in a certain direction where it means they're blind to their landing zone, that counts for much more than where you can see your trick the entire time. It's cathartic because not many athletes, especially skaters, get the opportunity to claim this is their last one. And because I've been doing it so regularly, and because I can feel the effects of aging, and I have that luxury to say, I don't think I want to do this anymore, but I know I can do it now. And it's been fun. I mean, I still have a few actually that I want to do, and I know that they're going to be risky, they're going to be hard, but I'm willing to give it another go. And it's been, I don't know, I really have enjoyed that process, and I think the age of social media has allowed me to share it with the world, and that's just not something that I know of happening before.